Hello everyone, my name is Nicola and I'm the Secondary Programme Manager at the Centre for Leadership Performance, or C4LP for short. C4LP is a not-for-profit organisation and our mission is to develop Cumbria's leaders for today and tomorrow. We do this by working with businesses, educators and young people like yourselves to provide lifelong leadership learning across all ages and stages. So what is Leading Change? The programme was designed by C4LP in 2021 with the below key aims: to support young people to develop their leadership skills, to provide opportunities for young people to have their voices heard on issues that matter most to them, and to allow young people to influence positive change in their local communities through their campaigning efforts. The programme also provides opportunities for employers to seek young people's views on some of today's key challenges and for young people to be part of these solutions. Working with Sellafield Limited and funded by SIX Social Impact Multiplied in 2022-2023, the Leading Change Sustainability Campaign programme enabled young people from across 10 schools in West Cumbria to lead campaigns and raise awareness around key sustainability issues in their schools and communities. You will be able to watch a video that was shared at our celebration event last year, and this will show you the range of campaigns that the schools are focused on and hopefully give you some ideas for how you might want to move your Leading Change campaign forward. We are thrilled to be building on the success of last year's programme through continued funding from Sellafield 6 to deliver the programme to 10 schools again across West Cumbria. The programme will once again be managed by C4LP and will be delivered in partnership with Sellafield Limited, local businesses, the schools, and of course you guys, the young people. The aim is to put sustainability at the heart of your curriculum, providing you with opportunities to lead change in your local communities and to make you more aware of the UN Sustainable Development Goals. We've put this video together to introduce you to the programme and share some key information with the schools and the businesses involved. So how will it work? You have been selected by your school to work as a group to develop your school's Leading Change campaign. To help you do this, you will receive £250 of funding now. This is to be used to develop your campaign ideas. Remember, this must be linked to one of the UN's Sustainable Development Goals. You'll have approximately 5 weeks to pull your ideas and campaign plan together and a strategy of how you want to make it happen. The money can be used in any way you identify, for example, purchasing initial resources, designing logos or marketing materials, carrying out surveys, etc. Anything you need to set up as a campaigning group and pull your ideas together. To help you do this, C4LP has matched each school with some business mentors, either from Sellafield or other local businesses. The role of the mentors will be to be a positive role model to help keep you motivated with regular meetings and support your ideas, to offer you advice, guidance and share their own knowledge to help you develop your campaign ideas and bring them to life, and to use their contacts where appropriate to provide expert advice as needed throughout the campaign. And finally, they will be able to offer you an insight into their own professional lives and their own career journeys. If you haven't already, you will soon be introduced to your mentors for the programme. Don't be afraid to ask questions and get your business mentor involved in your project. About halfway through the programme, you will be invited to present your campaign ideas and plan to Sellafield Limited and other key partners, who will then award you the further £1,500. And this will support your sustainability plans and help to make your ideas a reality. Each school will then have the final 6 weeks to start bringing their campaign to life. We understand that depending on the campaign you are working on, it may not be fully completed in this time frame, and that is absolutely fine. The way we would suggest you approach the challenge is to set out your campaign like you would a business plan. So think about the overall project management. What do you need to do? When do you need to do it by? Think about the finances. How will you manage your funding? Record your spending. Think about the marketing. How will you promote and sell your ideas to others? And think about your end goal. What does success look like for your campaign? To help you along the way, we have provided some useful resources which your mentors can share with you. Remember, your mentors will not be experts in sustainability or every area of campaigning, but they will be able to provide support and guidance and help you to complete your campaign challenge. And finally, this programme will be very much led by you. So think carefully about the change you want to lead in your school and community. You're being given an amazing opportunity to make a real difference. We hope that being part of this programme will inspire and nurture your future aspiration as you feel empowered to make decisions, to make commitments, and ultimately make a difference. We know from our other C4LP programmes that this sort of activity can have a real impact on young people, broadening your horizons, instilling a new confidence in you, and hopefully helping to shape your futures. Don't be afraid, get stuck in, and we wish you the best of luck with your challenge and look forward to celebrating your successes at the end of the programme. If after watching this video you have any questions, please let your teacher or business mentor know and they will get in touch with us. So enjoy your leading change and good luck.
Did you know that the UN Sustainable Development Goals are a universal call to action that unites 193 countries around the world? If these global goals are fulfilled by 2030, life on Earth will be better for everyone. So, what are these goals? Eliminate poverty in all its forms. No hunger. Everyone should have safe, nutritious, and sufficient food. Everyone has equal access to healthcare, thus ensuring our well-being and a healthy life. Equal access to a quality education. Ensure gender equality where women and girls have the same opportunities as men and boys. By achieving these goals, each member of our society will be equal, safe, and happy. UN global goals also include access to safe drinking water and sanitation, access to clean energy that is safe for people and the environment, sustainable and stable economic growth. Everyone has a decent job, strong infrastructure, and the support of innovations. Lower inequality within and among countries. Cities and settlements be developed without damaging the environment and people. Achieving these goals will result in the well-being of people and our planet. We can further take care of our environment with the following goals: sustainable and safe production and consumption of products. Take urgent measures to reduce climate change and its impact. Ensure the sustainable use and protection of ocean and sea resources. Restore and protect Earth's ecosystems. By achieving these goals, we will form a society where strong institutions ensure peace and justice. It is important for everyone to be involved and to build partnerships for achieving sustainable development goals. You are part of this process. Demand the implementation of these goals. Take the lead and share information with your friends.
I think that the first step is to create awareness of the UN SDGs, of the fact that they are applicable to the UK, what they are, and create the interest and curiosity, and therefore develop the passion. Then for the NDA, well, first of all, they are also policy to a certain extent of the UK government. They were ratified in September 2015. And we need and we want to address all the 17 SDGs and the targets and the indicators. And therefore, my job for the NDA is to translate the SDGs into meaningful narrative, first of all, how we affect and we can address the SDGs in what we do. Clearly, we work in nuclear decommissioning, and therefore, there's a lot of energy there. And therefore, that's one of the SDGs. We are working on the environment, and that's another one. We are working on the climate change, and that's another one. And so I think that, and as I said, we are working with people, and that's another one, the SDG 11. So overall, analyzing where we have the most direct impact in what we are doing, but also understanding what are the indirect impacts in what we do. Because effectively we touch on all the 17 in one way or another, whether directly with our work or whether indirectly with our salaries, in creating growth, in addressing all the kind of gender imbalance and so on. So that's a fascinating exercise to be done for the NDA. Whenever we and you and everybody creates a campaign, we need to understand a couple of things primarily. What do we want to say and to whom? We need to understand the audience. Who do we want to address? Who do we want to target? And as I said, the first one is what do we want to say? What do we want to achieve? What are the outcomes of the campaign? Once these two aspects are clear, I think then the challenge is how to perform a successful campaign. So how to frame the message, the use of words, whether we are talking to brains, whether we are talking to hearts, or whether we need to talk to both actually. Because we are a mix of these two aspects. So I think that first of all, get together, brainstorm, have fun, think the unthinkable, and go back to reality, design a campaign, and then test it with friends, test it with families, test it with mentors, and get the feedback they provide to you very openly. It seems to me that the most difficult one is always, whenever you have a team, to take into serious consideration what everybody in the team is saying or not saying. Because there are always, in any group, there are the ones that are, a little bit more expansive, and they express what they think, and there are the ones a little bit more shy. Now, it can well be that the one who is shy has remarkable ideas. So you need to make everybody to feel comfortable in expressing himself, herself, their ideas. And if you don't get it, ask. Sorry, what did you want to say? And you will see there's so much value there. So create that kind of environment where everybody feels safe to express their ideas.
Hi, my name's Gary McKeating and I'm Head of Development and Community for Sellafield Limited. I head up the company's social impact programme of work, and that's called Sellafield 6 Social Impact Multiplied, and we're sponsoring the Leading Change programme. The UN Sustainability Goals are pretty important for all of us in society, all around the world. Some of them are really difficult to achieve. And some of them, it's quite disgraceful that we still need to be talking about them. So if you look at no poverty, quality education, good health and well-being, affordable energy, reduced inequality, decent work, some of those are a no-brainer for society, but some of them are really difficult to achieve. So what I want to see from you guys is some really good ideas about taking some of the Sustainable Development Goals and actually applying them to your community. So think big, but think local. What are the outcomes that you want to see in your community? As Sellafield, we co-create our programme of work with the local community. So that could be local authorities, councils, charities, and we come to defined outcomes. So when you're working in your teams, please think about the outcome. What is the outcome that you want to see? Argue, challenge, have some healthy debate, but come to something that's really important to you guys, because it's important that young people's voices is heard. Sometimes they aren't. Sometimes it's people who shout loudest with all grey beards like myself. But it's important that you guys get your voice heard. So make sure that you do that as part of this programme. A good outcome for Sellafield would be some really good ideas that we can maybe take forward, because as I say, we co-create with our local community, so it'd be lovely to hear some really good ideas that maybe we could take forward as a company as well. In terms of your presentations, make them interesting, make them bright, but get to the point as early as you can. Let's see what those outcomes are and challenge the norms, challenge the status quo. We want to hear some different views and opinions, and I really look forward to seeing your presentations and hopefully taking some of the ideas forward as a company ourselves. So good luck.
This topic of leadership is something that's going to be very relevant during the programme Leading Change. It's an opportunity for you to demonstrate everyday leadership, which is exactly how we describe leadership at the centre. So I'm going to take a couple of minutes just to help you to think about leadership in more detail. Get you to think about what it is, get you to think about who a leader might be, and importantly, how you can start to demonstrate leadership by taking part in this programme. So who is a leader? When I talk about leadership and I use the word leader, who is it that you think of? Who comes to mind? There are all kinds of people who show leadership. They may be heads of countries, they might be heads of parliament, but also they're the people that you meet on the street, people who stand up and do things which are important to them. That there are people in your local community who demonstrate leadership. It doesn't automatically come with a job title or some kind of position. So for us, leadership is really simple. It's a behaviour, it's an action, it's something that you can do. The starting point is to notice that something could be different, that it could be better. And by involving you in this project, which is all about leading change and about driving sustainability, what do you notice around you? What could be different? What could be better? That is the start of leadership. And in noticing that something could be better and that something could be different, that then leads to a decision. What is it that you could do? What is it that you could do to change that situation? Again, these are things that we know you're capable of and we want to see you demonstrate during this programme. Having noticed that something could be better, having decided what it is that you could do, it's then having the courage to do something about it, to take action, to step forward, to speak up. And these are the opportunities that we're going to provide during the Leading Change programme. The important starting point is, what kind of leader do you want to be? Think about what works for you. How do you want to be led? How do you respond to the people that you see as leaders around you? What is it about their leadership style that you appreciate? What is it about their leadership style that maybe you don't? How do they make you feel? And what do they incline you or inspire you to do? That's where you should start thinking about leadership and about how you develop your own style. One of the important things that's happened over the last 10 or 15 years is that there has been a trend or a change away from a very traditional form of leadership, which we might have described as authoritarian. It was very transactional. It was very much about being told what to do. Now it's far more empowering to be a leader, because what you're trying to do is create an opportunity for the people around you to be the very best that they can be. We call that transformational leadership. It empowers people to think for themselves. It empowers people to take action, to do things because they think it's the right thing to do. So here are some things to think about and to discuss. What is a leader's role in change? How can a leader influence sustainability? And how can you bring leadership to this project? Thank you and good luck. I hope you have a great time.